Hello Gemini, this is your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. For the support cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, which I hope you can see. As usual, I've already shuffled, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. I feel like I should leave that there. Stop. Okay. You know what? The first thing that came out here was the King of Pentacles for your overall energy, and it made me feel like you're feeling restricted. Like things are staying the same, nothing's really changing. And while this is a good card, I mean, King of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race type feel. I feel like it's not really conducive to what you want. But it is good. The situation is good. You might be getting a little bored with it, though. I just feel like that's how you might be connecting with it. Oddly enough, you got the Hierophant here with the Fool. Hierophant, I'm feeling is the same, more of that same energy, like dedication, ritual, same things happen same time of the year, same thing during the same time of week. Like there's a pattern here, but I feel like you're kind of, you want to change things up a little bit? I don't know. Something's up with the Fool there. Because right above it you have the Peace. Like it's peaceful and it's nice. And you're trying to, I feel like you're okay with it. But it is kind of boring to you. Okay. I'm getting this boring feel. It's not bad, but it's just kind of like, What fell out here was the Knight of Rods. This is the environment area. Maybe not. This is more on you. Okay, so this, even though it fell out down here, it's more connected with you. Nothing really changing, but you're happy. So you're not changing anything. You kind of want to, but you're not. Because it's going well. Alright, so I feel this actually belongs up here. But nothing's really changing in the situation around you either, but you're happy. Like everything's going well, nothing's really changing. What are we talking about here? So, cause it seems like it's kind of even sounding like a boring reading to get right into it. It's like, it's starting out really boring, and I feel like that's your opinion. But I seem to be connecting with it. Like it's starting out that way. Like nothing's really changing, but you're happy. Things are good. Now, even though things are staying the same, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight likes to get out there and do things. He doesn't really sit still well, but he's a very slow change, slow mover, usually. He will move fast if he believes something has to change fast, but he has quite the impact when he does. And he has a lasting impact when he does. So that being said, I feel like you're starting to consider changes. You're thinking of things you want to liven it up with, but you're very like, I don't want to throw this situation off because it is good right now, and I am happy that it is, but I still think I want to add a little bit of color or dimension to it, if that makes sense. Like you're happy with it, but you're like, it could be a little better. It's good, but it can even be better. You got a lot of earth going on here. You really do. A lot of earth. So I feel like whatever the situation is, you're very happy, and you're like, I don't really want to upset the apple cart too much. I don't want to throw things off. I don't want to destroy anything because I'm happy with it. I just want to add some color and dimension to it. Like something like that, if that makes sense. And I don't think that's a bad thing. It's very interesting how this reading's coming forward, in my opinion. Because I feel like this brings a lot more vitality. Is that the word I want to use? it brings a lot more interest to the situation. And you want it to be more interesting, and that's all you're looking for. And it's making the situation better. It's bringing you, it's like a breath of fresh air. You enjoy it a lot more. A lot more. I feel like you're happy with the situation as it is. You just want to enjoy it more. You're just trying to bring some color and dimension to it, and you're just trying to like think it through. Like, is this a good idea? And it seems like it is. I feel like that's the whole point of this. If this reading is hitting with you, you're questioning whether you should even dare do that because it's so good as it is. Is it okay to add some dimension and color to it? And it looks good to me because I feel like you're making some slow changes to it, but not to the base parts. Just like, for example, if you're talking about a house, you're not remodeling, but maybe you're painting. Or you're like moving around some furniture, like that type of livening in it, adding dimension and livening it up. That's kind of what you're doing. Like, if it's with your relationship, like, say you go to dinner once a week at a certain time, at a certain day, maybe you're changing what type of food or what type of place you go to, because I feel like there's something that's humdrum about it. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. So maybe you're, instead of going to like the same restaurants you've always been going to, you're starting to find new restaurants to go to. Okay. Like, I don't feel like they're big, drastic changes. They're just, just livening it up. And you're doing this, and you're steady with it. I feel like you're steady with it. This is the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're continuing with this. I feel like you're paying attention because you like the situation. You don't want to like throw it all off, but you're just like, adding some detail, dimension, color, things like that. I feel like the whole part of this is like you just want to make sure it's a good idea to do so. With psychic protection and trust, I feel like this is actually really, really good. Like, this is part of you. You like to just add some color and dimension, and this is good. This is kind of what makes you such an important part of the situation. This is what you should do. This is a good thing. And when the psychic protection and trust comes out, I feel like you're being guided, and you have, like, just realize that this is part of your value to the situation. Because I think you might be questioning that. But this is your value to the situation, to add some dimension, some color, some detail, some extra beauty to the situation. I really feel like the psychic protection and trust are just saying that this is a good thing for you to do. Like, you're protected, things are going to work out. This is why this is coming to you. This is a good thing. I feel it's weird because it feels like a boring situation that you're adding some dimension to. And especially when I'm coming into it, it's good. It's a good situation. And you're questioning, like, should you even be messing with something? Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it type feel. But you're like, it doesn't hurt to take something that's good and just like add a little dimension and color and make it better. Just make it more beautiful. And that's all you're doing. I feel like that's all, and that's a good thing. I feel like this is a really good thing. You're very smart, calculated, moving slow on it. Like, I don't feel like you're like making big changes. Like, again, the house analogy. Like, maybe you're painting walls, inside, the outside. Maybe you're, adding some flowers outside, but they're like just little flowers. It's not a big thing. Like, you're just moving some furniture around. You know what I mean? Adding some details to some other, like reorganizing, that type of thing. It's just, I feel like what you're doing is just making the whole situation more beautiful, but it's not changing the base situation at all. And it's a really good idea. I feel like this is important because this going forward adds some more vitality. And I feel like you're going to continue to do this here and there, but this is a good thing. Because I feel like whoever you're working with or whatever you're doing, like if it's just like your house and you're getting a little bored with it, this helps you love it that much more. If you're working with somebody, adding this little dimension also inspires them. It's a very good thing. So I think that's the whole question. Like, should you do that? Will this bring that vitality back that you're looking for? And it will. Okay, so I hope that wasn't... I almost feel like that was a boring reading. I apologize. So I hope that it's telling, because I feel like the whole question is, should I do it? And the answer is yes. I'm feeling the answer is yes. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like an email, a reading from me, purchase a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.